Hi guys, welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Jalyn and I'm a beauty content creator. In this video, I'm airing out what it's really like to be an influencer and sharing five that I wish I knew before I got started. Before we get into the tea though, make sure you are subscribed to my channel if you like content creating tips and makeup and skincare and all things beauty. Jumping right in, the first thing that I wish I knew before becoming an influencer is how and when to turn it off. And by it, I mean content creating, because sometimes it can feel like you're always working. When you're out and about, you're filming content. When you're at home, you're filming content. It's like, when are you not filming content? Even when you're doing nothing and you're just scrolling on your phone, you're still consuming content. And what happens a lot of the time for me is that I end up getting ideas from the content that I'm consuming. So then I go to my notes and I write it down so I don't forget. But that itself is still working. I wish I had set boundaries earlier on, because that can affect your mental health, because it almost feels like you're always on. Like, for example, you can't even go on like a relaxing trip without thinking about, oh my God, like what content can I create out of this? The second thing I wish I knew is to not stretch myself too thin. When I first started out, I had this idea that I had to be on every platform to build my community and build my online presence. I was on Instagram, YouTube, I had a blog, I was doing email marketing. Like, I had no business doing email marketing at that time. It was just too much. And looking back, I wish that I had centralized my focus on short form video. I say that because TikTok blew up that same year in 2020. That was also the year that Instagram released its Reels feature. And I just wish that I had put my efforts into those two platforms. But I mean, you live and you learn. This is why it's so important to stay on top of trends as a creator. I'm not talking about like trending audio or trending videos. I'm talking about trends and data and happenings within the creator economy and the market itself. Number 3, I wish I had not sold myself short. This is directly related to working with brands, because I definitely got taken advantage of multiple times. I accepted partnerships with low rates. I signed contracts with terrible terms and didn't negotiate because I really wanted to work with that brand or because I really needed the money. It's hard to advocate for yourself when you're first starting out, because you might feel like the brand will walk away if you don't accept their deal as is, but you also have to remember that you should be getting paid what you deserve. Just because you're a small creator doesn't mean that you shouldn't be getting paid. And honestly, us micro-influencers, sometimes we create better content than bigger creators. I also just wish that I knew then what I know now about negotiating, because that is such an important piece of the brand partnership process. Hair on my lip. But after I got burned a couple times, I did pick things back up. I learned my lesson. And that's why I'm such a badass at negotiating now. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning though, honestly. The fourth thing that I wish I knew is to just post the content. Fear used to hold me back for so long. I was scared of what people would think if I became an influencer. And then when I did become one, I was scared of posting my content. My content that took me hours to produce. Imposter syndrome can creep in so quickly and make you doubt yourself and your skills, but don't let it. I had so many pieces of content that I didn't think were good enough, or I didn't think they'd be perceived well, or I didn't think were perfect enough to post. F that. I told myself that this is the year of posting my content, period. I'm not letting any more good content go in the trash. Unless it's actually trash though, because some ideas belong there, okay? The last thing I wish I knew is how to make content creating a freaking business. Even outside of creating an LLC, but also having a QuickBooks account, setting up a business checking account, and just all the things that go into treating this like a business, because that's what it is. I'm an entrepreneur and this is my business. Like, I didn't even take any of those steps until fall 2021, which by then I had already been creating content for a year. I just really didn't know where to start, and I was kind of just dragging my feet like, yeah, I want to make this a business, but what does that really look like? I think I'm just going to do a separate video on that topic because there is really a lot that goes into making content creating a business and just having all of those things in place. That's all I have for today's video, guys. I hope that this helps aspiring influencers out there. And if you are new to the industry, be sure to check out my creator playlist here on YouTube. I have a video on how to negotiate brand partnerships. I also have a video on what to expect in the brand partnership process. So definitely check those out. And I will see you guys next time.